Everyone, welcome back to another World of Warships Legends video. Today we're gonna take a look at a battle featuring the Tier 7 premium British cruiser, the Plymouth. So I used to use Bruce Fraser for my Plymouth, and one thing that really bothered me with Plymouth, and honestly with a lot of British cruisers, is their turret traverse. So when I used to use Bruce Fraser, my turret traverse would be like 25-26 seconds, I think, because we have a reload mod on the fourth slot. Yeah, it would be 26-27 seconds, which is pretty slow for my taste. But then I got Zlata Groza and I upgraded her to 16.3, and not only she gets ingenious, she also gets crisscross, and the rest of the skill I keep it the same as I used to do it with Fraser. My inspirations are Mikawa and the Spanish commander, so more stealth and more speed. So this brings my turret traverse to a very nice 17 seconds, and I do use the supercharger mod on slot 2, aiming systems on slot 1, concealment on slot 3, and reload on slot 4. So nothing special, nothing game breaking. It's just this build makes your turret traverse much more smoother, much more tolerable. So let's just go back to the battle. So we're the Islands of Ice map. I'm in a division. One of my debates is in a Udachi, the other one is in a Georgia. The enemy team have a couple of divisions too. They have a Russian carrier, Rodney, Heinrich, Florida. I think they have a Nottingham too. So there are a bunch of good ships on their side. They do have a Siegfried too, which is also scary for a Plymouth. So I am pushing in very aggressively. My detection is 9.5. I'm keeping an eye on the minimap. Their DD is spotted by our aircraft carrier. We can't see him on the surface yet, but we see that he's very close to our detection circle. So I'm slowing down, and he should spot us anytime now. Yep, there we are spotted, so I'll pop my smoke. I already slowed down because I knew he was very close to my blue detection circle. But now we are smoked up, so he doesn't have any vision for us. I will just try to make my smoke a little bigger, and my smoke expires, but I still have a minute and 45 seconds before it disperses. Then there are torpedoes. Those, I believe, may be long-range torpedoes that were thrown at the start of the game. So I will dodge these torpedoes, and then I'll try to come back behind my smoke again. Since I still have more than a minute left on my smoke, I'll try to put my smoke behind me so that I can still fire and still stay dark. So far I'm still dark. The Heinrich is the closest one to us, but that island is blocking line of sight. We have our deep mate up there, and we do have a Friesland in that smoke. So I'm not yet firing because I'm not behind my smoke yet, and the Rodney is almost broadside, but he does have a very small superstructure, so I'll still fire at him because he's the best target for me right now. I don't really like to fire at ships at the max range with the small caliber APs. So we start firing at Rodney, and we are dark because we're back in our smoke. We'll be able to farm him for another 30 seconds from our smoke. We do have some torpedoes going towards him from our destroyers, but I think he will probably dodge it. Yeah, he's turning in, so he's gonna dodge those torps. There are a bunch of torps that came in for our Friesland. I hope he didn't take any. Yeah, I don't think he took any, but he's out of his smoke. Friesland does have a sonar, so he should be good. Right now Friesland is getting shot. If I had to guess, I'll guess it's the Heinrich's sonar. Yep, Friesland asking for fire on the Heinrich because Heinrich is the one sonaring him. So I'm not sure, Friesland, why are you going back to the smoke if you're sonar there? And our Friesland took a torpedo. So did our D7P. Those torpedoes were visible for a while. so those two ships are at risk now. I'll move up a little bit more to use that island to block the firing angles from Siegfried. I'm keeping an eye on the minimap because there's a battleship creeping up on the other side of the map, to our left. Oh, there is a destroyer. This is the F6. He doesn't have sonar, but he does have a reload booster, I think main gun reload booster. So I'm taking some risk trying to get him out because we lost our freezer already and our Yudachi is not a gunboat. So I'm gonna try to take him out now while I can. And yep, ZF6 is dead. Their Rodney doesn't have any firing angles on us, so we are safe from him. And we are dark now, so their battleship that was creeping up on the left side cannot shoot us either. There he is. It's a Champagne, but there is no one to spot us here, I think. There might be DD in the middle because we are not getting the capture on the middle epicenter. So there's probably DD still here, so I'm gonna try to be angled to the battleship, and I do have my smoke if I need it. I'm keeping an eye on the minimap because the carrier is coming in with torpedoes. I'm already turning to my right to anticipate the torps. I don't have to look at the plane to know which direction the torpedoes are coming in from, because I kept my eye on the minimap. So we only took one since we turned in to the torps. So far we have done very little damage, only 28,000 5 or 6 minutes into the game. But we did take out a destroyer and we still have more or less control over this central circle. If we can take the other DD out, we should be good. We are down on ships and we are down on points, so right now I have to start taking risks a little bit. I want to push up, but the Champagne is preventing me from pushing up. He is moving up a little, so our Georgia should have some shots on him, and I will get some shots on him too. I'm a little worried about torpedoes since I'm in my smoke, so I'll turn on my sonar when I get my sonar. My Champagne is flat broadside, so I'm just getting some shots out. Looks like he's slowed down, so I don't think we'll get any hits on our torps. I'll start moving. Seems like he's gonna go back, so we'll be safe from him. But the Siegfried is coming up behind us and we don't want to stay in our smoke screen for too long in case there are torps. So Champagne is falling back, so we should be safe from his fire, but we need to close angles from Siegfried. Champagne took some more hits from our Georgia, and we did about 28,000 damage on Champagne too, so we did some decent amount on him. He's almost dead. Siegfried is falling behind an island, and we lost our destroyer, my div-mate. He took an unfortunate torpedo from their, I think it was Kagero, which was very unfortunate, but we do get the Champagne. So we're still down on ships and down on points, and they have a destroyer, which is a great advantage for them. So I am gonna push in. There is a Nottingham there, but I'm gonna push in before he can see me. I'm gonna push in to behind this island because I don't have a Champagne to worry about anymore. My biggest threat now is the Siegfried, because he's, judging by the detection circle on the map, yeah, he's 11 kilometers from us. So, and we are spotted. We lost our Georgia too. Now we are 3v5, down 150 points almost. We need to get into a good position where the Siegfried can't shoot at us. I think I can handle a Nottingham, but not a Siegfried. We were spotted for a moment, but we went dark. Our carrier or someone else took out their Kagero, which is a huge help, very huge help. So it's just me and a Lafoudre or a Flander, I forgot, the friendly battleship and the carrier. So there's the Nottingham. He has 30mm armor everywhere. I'm just trying to get some pens on his upper belt because I'm not confident I can get citadels. So before he angles, I want to get some pens on him. So now he's angled, so now we are not gonna get too many pens, but we did a decent amount of damage on him already. So we are just gonna target his superstructure and his turrets now. we're getting a lot of ricochets and shatters, but hopefully with our DPM we can out DPM him and kill him. His HE will hurt us, but I think we can get him quick enough where he won't be a threat for much longer. So yeah, we still are firing at his superstructure. Just 1 or 2 more salvos should get him, but unfortunately he destroys our torpedo tubes. And it is weird, he fired at the right side of our ship, and he destroyed the torpedo tubes on the left side of our ship. World of Warships logics, I guess. Anyways, Siegfried is broadside. We are spotted by him, so we'll pop our smoke. I'm not going fully into reverse because the Florida could take a blind shot and still kill us. And Siegfried is so focused on killing our BB, he's giving me his flat broadside, and I'm in a perfect position to absolutely rip him to shreds. 1 or 2 more salvos should get rid of the Siegfried. I'm just moving around in my smoke so that I don't eat any torps from their carrier, and the Siegfried is dead. So we are still behind on points, but this still doesn't look good for us because our battleship is very low. He's gonna die from their carrier and their battleship, and we do have the central circle, so we'll start getting some points in. But once our battleship dies, that point gap will soon vanish, and once our battleship dies, the only ship that's gonna be left, that's gonna be us. And that's a Russian carrier. If we stay still, he can just take us out in 2 drops with his escape bombers. So right now I made my choice that I'll have to engage the Florida if we want to win, because once that battleship dies, he's gonna come for me, and their carrier is gonna come for me. So I'm just trying to decide which side should I engage him from. I decided I'm just gonna let him close distance a little bit before I can engage him. And remember, we lost our left side torpedo tube already, so I have to engage him in such a way where he comes to my right. So I am going to the left side of the epicenter so I can keep him to my right. I'll go to the next iceberg so he comes from my right side when he approaches me. So here I am firing my guns at him. Hopefully that distracts him a little bit, and hopefully that keeps our battleship alive a little longer. So yeah, his guns are turning towards me, but I should be able to go dark, and I should be able to go behind that island before he fires at me. He's fully turned in now. He's turning his ship in, but I think we are safe right now. So yep, we were able to make him turn, and looks like our plan's working so far. He should be on our right when he pushes us. So our battleship's dead. We are ahead on points, but only by 10-15 points, and we are the only ship left. So, and from a Russian carrier, that's just 2 squadron of dive bombers, and we'll be dead. So we cannot sit still here. So I'm just waiting just a couple seconds to let that Florida close the distance a little bit more, so we can brawl instead of, because from distance he'll just stay angled and we won't be able to kill him with our small caliber AP. So now that we see the bombers are coming in, the carrier bombers, now we have to move, and we started turning into where the Florida is gonna be, but he's still a little too far away for my liking. I would have liked him at 5 or 6 kilometers, but 7 kilometers still good. He fired at us. We going head on towards him. The Russian bombers did some okay damage on us, but nothing catastrophic. We are going forward, trying to shoot at his turrets and superstructure, but so far getting ricochets and shatters, so not looking great so far. I managed to turn in enough to bait him to shoot at our side instead of our bow, which worked, so we didn't take any massive amount of damage. I giving him my broadside to bait him into turning, so that I can get his broadside and smack him for 11,000 salvo. I got 2 torpedoes out, which is enough to take him out. The carrier got his torpedoes out. I will probably eat 1 or 2. Looks like, yeah, it's 2. So we're still alive. We do have another hill left, so we should have more than 10,000 HP. There's 52 seconds left in the game. We have all the points we need, so now all we just need to do is survive. So all we need to do is keep our eyes on the minimap and to see which side the bombers are coming from, so that he cannot take us in one drop. So there he is coming toward us. So I'm not turning yet. I'm waiting for him to commit, but he's not committing. He's smart, so he's trying to go around. He's trying to find a flat broadside, but we are not stupid either, so we started turning. We're not gonna give him our flat broadside, so he now has to drop in because the times left is too low. So he has to drop in stern in, and he misses all his bombs. So there's not enough time for him to come in with another squadron. We end the game, 165,000 damage, 4 kills. We did get multiple captures, 4,053 XP, top of the leaderboard. That was a pretty sketchy game at the end. The Florida could have taken us out, but we managed to see through. 355 shell hits, 2 captures. Pretty decent game. And yeah, Zlata Groza is my go-to commander on British commanders now. On British cruisers now. Just because of the turret traverse, it makes them much more smoother for me to play the turret traverse. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you on the next one.